Good morning, students of class 9. You are welcome back to the online classes now. Let us continue our lesson in history. We are doing socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. So far we have finished socialism in Europe and we are learning the Russian Revolution, and that too we have reached 4.1, the Civil War. So now, how did this civil war broke out? What was the main reason for it? Let's talk about it, and who were the people or the groups they fought among themselves, and what were their its consequences. We'll talk about consequences later on, but right now, who were the groups and what was the reason for this civil war that broke out in Russia during this period? 4.1, the Civil War. Civil war means the people began to fight among themselves, the citizens of a country. They began to fight among themselves. That's called a civil war. Once they began to fight, that's called a civil war. Now, number one, there are altogether 6 points I've written over here. Let's go through one by one. Listen carefully and pay attention. When the Bolsheviks, according to Vladimir Lenin's theory, April thesis, land to be distributed among the peasants, he demanded banks be nationalized and war to be brought to an end. So those were the April thesis we have learned already. According to that thesis, April thesis, the land was redistributed among the peasants. The peasants took over the land. When the Bolshevik ordered the land, in our previous class we have learned that Lenin dismissed the assembly. So when the Bolshevik ordered land distribution, when the land distribution was ordered, the Russian army, who were the Russian army? The provisional government's army. The Russian army began to break up. Why? Why they began to break up? Because mostly they wished to go home. The army, provisional government's army, they wished to go home. Why? For the redistribution of the land. Because the land was distributed in the villages, they want to go home and get the land. So that's why the army began to break up, for they wish to go home for the redistribution of land. They deserted the army. Deserted means left. They left the army and went home to get the land, because Bolshevik redistributed the land to the peasants. So most of the army men, they left the army and went home in order to get the land. So you can see the non-Bolshevik, or you can say the Menshevik, who does not follow the Bolshevik ideals, who are non-Bolshevik liberals, and supporters of autocracy, supporters of the king, Tsar Nicholas II. The supporters of king, the nobilities, clergies, and non-Bolshevik condemned. Condemn means strongly criticize. They condemned the Bolsheviks' uprising. Naturally, because the supporter of autocracy will not get the benefit. Previously, during the Tsar Nicholas rule, they used to get the benefits because they had big plots of land. They do not have to pay the tax. These were the privileges enjoyed by this supporter of autocracy and non-liberals. They condemned the Bolshevik uprising. They were against the Bolsheviks. Their leaders, these non-Bolshevik leaders, liberals, supporter of autocracy, their leaders moved south. They moved south of Russia and organized troops to fight the Bolsheviks, or you can say the Reds. Bolshevik were also called the Reds because they wore red caps. or they had their special dress and the caps. So that was their identity. So the Bolshevik were also called the Reds. These non-Bolshevik liberals and the supporter of the king and the nobilities, their leader moved south and they organized troops to fight against the Bolsheviks, or you can say the Reds. This is one group. Bolshevik one groups, and these non-Bolshevik liberals or socialist revolutionaries, they were all. During 1918 and 19, you see the date or the year, during 1918 and 1919, Greens, Bolshevik were called the Reds, the Greens were non-Bolshevik liberals or supporter of the upper classes, Greens socialist revolutionaries, and Whites. Who were the Whites? Supporter of Tsarist, were supporter of the king and Tsar Nicholas, supporter of Tsarist. There were three groups: the Red, Bolshevik, Greens, socialist revolutionaries, and the Whites, supporter of the king. Control most of the Russian Empire. This Greens and Tsarist, Whites, Greens and Whites controlled most of the Russian Empire because they supported the king, and these Greens and Whites, the supporter of the kings, and socialist revolutionaries and the supporter of the Tsarists were supported. These people were supported by French, American, British and Japanese. Four countries supported these supporter of the Tsarists, because as these countries were worried, these French, American, British and Japanese troops or the countries, these four countries were worried at the growth of socialism in Russia. These countries were worried that the socialism is spreading in Russia, so it has to be stopped. So they supported the supporters of Tsarist and socialist revolutionaries. So Greens and Whites were supported by these countries. They sent troops to fight with the Bolsheviks. Now let's see number 6. These troops from these countries and the supporter of Tsarists and the Green socialist revolutionaries, these troops and Bolsheviks fought a civil war. So you can see there are three groups, and one of the group is supported by, not one, these two groups, Greens and the Whites, were supported by the foreign countries, and the Bolshevik fought. These troops and the Bolshevik fought a civil war in Russia during 1918 and 19. Looting was taking place. Looting, banditry and famine. Famine means shortage of food. Became very common during this period. There was looting, murdering, killing, banditry, kidnapping. Most of the time not kidnapping, murdering. And famine. At the same time, there was shortage of food. There was famine. It became very common there. So this is the reason for the civil war, because the supporter of the Tsarists and the socialist revolutionaries, they were not happy with the measures taken by the Bolsheviks, Lenin's party or the Reds. They started distributing the land of the nobilities or the relatives of the kings. They owned big plots of land. These plots of land were confiscated and it was redistributed among the people. That's why the army also left and went home. They deserted the army and to receive or to get the land. So this angered the Tsarist supporters and socialist revolutionaries. So they raised a voice against the Bolshevik. So they criticized, they condemned the Bolshevik uprising and the measures. So there was lot of confusion and disturbance among the society. Certain section of the society were not happy those section of the societies always supported the king, the nobilities and the clergies, the rich landlords. They were not happy with the measures taken by the Bolsheviks. So slowly they angered, and since the other countries also supported them, they were encouraged and started fighting with the Bolsheviks. So in this way the civil war broke out in 1918 and 19, and along with this civil war, looting took place, burning of houses, killing of people, bandits, one who robs openly. Looting, banditry and famine were very common during this period. So now, what about the other section of the society? There were also Buddhists, there were also Muslims. To whom did they support? We'll talk about that in our next class. There were Muslims. Muslims were also residing. There were citizens were there. Muslim citizens were there. Even Buddhists were there. They were the citizen of Russia. They lived in Russia. What about them? What about other people of other religion, other community or other caste? What about those people? Right now we are talking about the Russians. So we'll talk about that in our next class. To whom did they support? So we have not finished this. Right now we have finished up to 6 to be continued. More are there, as I have told you just now. There were other communities also who were living in Russia. Buddhists, Christians were there, and even Muslims were there. What about them? Were they Bolsheviks, or were they Mensheviks, or supporter of the Tsarist, or were they had their own organization to fight? Let's talk about that in our next class. So that's all for today. You go through this properly at home. You can take the screenshot and you can do it offline, learn it offline, or you can copy offline the notes. It's up to you. You can use your head, whatever way. Where there is a will, there is a way. So you know it very well how you have to learn. So that's all for today. We'll meet in the next class and talk about further about the civil war. Some portions are left. Then again we'll go to another portion. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for your presence and for your attention. That's all for today. Thank you very much. So that you can take the screenshots and copy the notes for that. It's clear, you can copy it out.